Good Saturday morning to him. Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and this is our outlook for the weekend, January 17th and 18th, 2015. And we're going to start off Saturday with high pressure right over top of the area here. So we're going to have, with that being said, sinking air and dry air, and mostly sunny skies. So you can see the high pressure sitting right here, right over the Delmarva, and that will be scurrying off to the east, and that will be out of here. So it just gives us the 1 day of the pleasant conditions where we have mostly sunny skies. Now, it's going to be on the cold side, however. Temperatures are going to be stuck in the 20s in most areas, maybe some 30s as you get a little bit closer to the south here. But that's about it. And you see then this high pressure that heads off to the east, offshore. And then we have our next system we're going to be looking for on Sunday. Now, it looks like nothing's going on here in the overnight hours, but all of a sudden, as you get into early Sunday morning, you have some precipitation creeping up here from the south. This is a surface low pressure that is starting to form here along the Carolina coastline. This is going to move up in this direction here. It looks like the low pressure itself is going to stay offshore until it gets up to New England. It's going to do a path similar to like this, but it's going to be kind of timing a couple things. You got a area low pressure up here in the Great Lakes. You have a cold front associated with that low pressure here. So this is moving east. So this is going to be kicking this thing east a little bit and won't allow this to be just a heavy rainmaker for everyone, but it will in some parts of the area here. But there's going to be a very tight gradient, and I'll show you what I mean by that here in a second on the western side. Going a little bit further here, here is a look at Sunday morning. And probably mid-morning or so, it's showing it at a just a snapshot of. But you can see here that the western side, there's a very sharp cutoff here, very definitive cutoff here. So you might be up in Williamsport and it just be cloudy. You might be out in Harrisburg and just be cloudy. But over in Allentown it's raining. Over in Scranton it's raining. Over in New Jersey it's raining. So it's going to be one of those deals where there's going to be a very tight gradient on the west side here that's going to cut it off. And at the same time here, looking at Sunday morning with the rain showers here, might be a little bit heavier down by Philadelphia. It might be a little bit heavier down by Dover and southern New Jersey here at this point than it will be anywhere else. So it's going to be a very sharp gradient cutoff. At the same time here is your cold front still continuing to move east and continuing to push this thing east. So it looks like it's going to be, here comes all the rain, but then as soon as this comes in, it's going to kick it out. It's going to act as a kicker. And so you can see that here in the next frame here. Cold front is now right here. Okay, so we're still warm. The whole point is the cold air is behind this cold front here. So any forecast you're seeing with any snow here, just ignore them because there's nothing showing snow up in this area here. Here again, here's the sharp cutoff right here. So again, Harrisburg, places like Harrisburg up to Williamsport and State College, places like that, should just remain cloudy and dry. Wouldn't be surprised to see a stray shower, but for the most part, everything's to the east of you, and in a big way. Look at New Jersey. It's going to get really, really heavy across New Jersey here. Some very heavy rainfall could occur here as soon as you cross from Pennsylvania to New Jersey. I think west of the PA New Jersey line, you're talking about some lighter rain here. There's some heavy rain from Delaware, southern Delaware, all the way up into New Jersey here, with this very low pressure now forming rapidly here off the coast, and this is going to continue up here in New England like this, okay? And so we get to the next frame here after this, and we're pretty much done. So areas of Pennsylvania are going to get spared. Now, one thing with this system blowing up like this, or rapidly developing, is it gives us a better chance at the Clipper system that is behind this on Wednesday, at least forcing it further south. The stronger this thing gets here. So we're going to go a little bit further here and show you what I'm talking about. First of all, here's Monday. We're just partly cloudy Monday, mostly sunny Tuesday. You can see it there. And then here is Wednesday. Now this Clipper system is now forced to further the south, and it has a chance to develop more. Now the European model never developed this. The GFS is not really developing this, but you can get a couple inches out of this versus just a few snow showers if this thing is now forced to take a southern track like this. When it takes a southern track just south of area, that's when you can get some snow up here, accumulating snow on the north side of it. So that's what the European model is doing, and it's because of that system on Sunday actually gaining some more strength. It actually forces it a little bit further south, and then every time you force a Clipper south, even though it's not showing very much right now, you give it a chance to have some redevelopment with it. So we'll be keeping an eye on that this weekend and seeing what that does. And then we go to the next frame. The system's now offshore, but actually tries to throw some precipitation here back and enhancement back to mainly just northern New Jersey, New York City, places like that. But again, this is not set in stone because we have a couple days to go with this yet. I just want to see that, how what this thing does on Sunday, the system, and how strong it gets, because that'll determine how strong this clipper is and what track it takes for the middle of the week. And that might not be a lot of snow, but you're talking difference between snow showers and accumulating snow. Obviously, it makes a big difference. One thing's for sure, as we get in the long range here, as you get into after that clipper moves through, we're going to get in a sustained pattern of very cold and give our chances for snow here. We're going to give ourselves chances for snow. Very strong ridge out west here starting to form here, and then deep trough in the east. Every time you have something like this, and then some blocking showing up, every time you have something like this coming in, here's your cold air source, and you could have these big storms rounding the base of the trough, and then giving you a big storm right along the east coastline. We're going to be watching for that. There are going to be chances for that as we get into the last week of January and then again into February here. Here's a look at the 27th verbatim. Or actually, this is the 26th. This is the end of the European model run. So you can see very favorable setups here that we're going to be looking for. Hopefully that continues for you snow lovers as we go into the future. But we're still a good week away before we get into these chances for bigger storms. So just bear with us. Right now we're just concentrating on Sunday with that rain, and it will be all rain. And then again on Wednesday with with the snow from the Clipper system, how much and where will be affected. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your forecast for the weekend, January 17th and 18th, 2015. Have a great Saturday.